You know what? The funniest person, in my opinion, and the media probably doesn't see this, but Cam Rising. He's funny. He's a goofy guy in the locker room, but he doesn't always show that side to everyone else outside of the locker room.
He's one of those guys you kind of have to. He has to get comfortable with you first.
For sure, he's got to trust you. He's got to get comfortable. He's got to know you really well. So yeah.
That's a good question. We got a lot of comedians on the team. I think off the top of my head, Stone, Azarcon, safety. Yeah, but then the whole room of safeties is a bunch of funny guys. So yeah.
RJ mentioned that Cam Rising might be one of the funnier guys, maybe a little under the radar. A lot of people wouldn't know that, but
yeah, no, Cam's a funny guy too. You'd be surprised, with this big caliber player. But yeah, he's a cool guy.
Who's the funniest guy on your roster this year?
You're gonna have to go with Stone Azarcon.
Okay.
He's a walk-on from Colorado. He's a really funny guy.
One of your other teammates, I think, mentioned him as well. Was there a particular moment or just any?
Every day, man. In the locker room, he's always making jokes, being funny, but definitely him, I would say.
And I think, RJ mentioned that Cam Rising might be one of the funnier guys, maybe underrated to some people. Maybe he has to gain your trust and stuff first, but would you rate him as maybe one of the funnier guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's up there as well. And where you're in the locker room depends on who you're around too. Like Cam and RJ are in the same area, so he's around him a lot, and I see Stone all the time. But Cam's a funny guy.
That man over there, Junior Tafuna, Money Parks, a receiver number 10. Funnier guys.
Everyone keeps mentioning Stone. There you go. Yeah. What is it about Stone that everyone just...
He's just not serious. But the crazy thing is, he really is about his business, but, man, he is just... He doesn't know where the line is when the joking, when it comes to joking. So, yeah, that man is hilarious.
And I think RJ mentioned Cam Rising is someone who's maybe under the radar as one of the funnier guys. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah. The thing about him is he's so genuine too, right? So like, when he's just himself, dude, he's a funny guy. He really is.
And you were talking about having fun and whatnot earlier. I asked some of the other guys the same question. Who's maybe one of the funnier guys in the locker room for you guys this year?
Man, there's a lot of funny dudes, man. You'd be surprised. You probably don't even want to go in a locker room, but man, Stone, I say no. I'll give a couple names: Mickey Sugu, Chalanga, Stone Azarcon, Blues, Darian Stewart. Hey, those guys are comedians. You walk into our pod, you're gonna be laughing, like, whoa, you're gonna need an exit.
You know what? You're probably like the third or fourth guy who's mentioned Stone. What is it about him that's like so funny, or is there like a moment, or just what is it about Stone that stands out?
Stone is just, man, just the randomest dude, man. Like, he'll make you smile. Like, you walk into the locker room, he's like, what are you doing? And I mean, he just does the randomest. I'm telling you, walk in there, he'll be doing something just weird, just to lighten the mood, and it helps a lot. I'd say he just brings happiness that we all need in the locker room. So we all take it too serious, and so he's just there, just lightening everyone's mood. Stone is just, he's an amazing person, great player as well.
And one of the other guys mentioned Cam Rising as maybe someone who's a little under the radar as far as being funny, but I think once you kind of gain his trust and he kind of opens up to you a little bit, he could be one of the funnier guys.
Oh yeah, no, Cam for sure. Yeah, Cam for sure. It's kind of crazy because I see Cam like, hey, that's the dude, that's the man right there. But yeah, I definitely say when he starts, like when I first got to know him, he's a little quiet. But now, we were making jokes, getting taped, and he's just, he's definitely a funny dude. Once you open.
I was talking to RJ yesterday, and he mentioned that you're maybe one of the funnier guys on the roster, maybe a little underrated compared to some of the other guys, but as a quarterback, maybe you're always kind of expected to be about your business and be serious, but how important is that to kind of be loose sometimes with the guys?
I think I'm a little goofy at heart, so I just kind of like to go out there and have fun. There's nothing in life that I think is too serious to where you can't make it lighthearted and just have a little fun and just find the good in whatever you're doing.
So now I have to ask you, who do you think is the funniest guy on the roster? You can throw a few names out there if you want.
Ooh, that's tough. It's a group full of clowns on this team. It feels like. I think Stone Azarcon is a hilarious guy. He's always having a good time in the locker room. Thomas Yasmin does some hilarious stuff and just saying some outrageous stuff. So it's always a good time in the locker room with those guys.
Stone seems to be the favorite.
Yeah.
Everyone's going with
Yep.
Stone. I guess him in the locker room, just even if he's not saying anything,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
you just watch him and he's up to something.
No doubt. Him and Blue, they love to hang out, and whenever you see him, chances are you're gonna have a laugh when you're walking by. So it's fun. Yeah.